Hello, hello, hello. Antphrodite here, your pop culture psychic, back again with another celebrity reading. This time it's on the highly requested updated video for Justin Bieber and Hailey Bieber and their relationship, and a little bit of Selena Gomez too, and if she's still playing a part. Now, if you haven't seen my last video that I did on them, I'll put it up here. I also did a reading on Selena and Justin as well, so I'll put that up here as well. We're going to look at their relationship, their dynamic, and where they're headed, why they're feeling the way they're feeling, and what's, sort of going on. Remember, these readings are all alleged for chambers only, but first, I have a little bit of a surprise for you again. Today's video is sponsored by Care Of. Care Of is a monthly vitamin subscription service that takes the guesswork out of vitamins. Having trouble deciding what vitamins you need, or are you overwhelmed by the process? Care Of's quiz takes all the guesswork out of building your routine. The short quiz will ask you questions about your diet, lifestyle, and health goals to recommend you the right vitamins and supplements for your specific needs. Care Of is made from good-for-you, clean ingredients that are backed by the latest science and research, so you can feel good about what you're putting into your body. I love the personalization of each and every pack. I was suggested the following: a multivitamin to cover my nutrient gaps, which I am so grateful for, calcium for bone health, vitamin C for my immune health, which I definitely needed, and various others. Take Care Of's quiz and see what vitamins and supplements they recommend for you. And make sure you click on the link below and use my code ANT50 for 50% off your first order with Care Of. Okay, so let's see. He'll be on the left. She'll be on the right. What? I did not expect her to be a moon. What are you lying about, Miss Mamas? She's lying about something. Oh my God, Hailey is fighting dirty. Oh my God. She is punishing him for something. So the Six of Pentacles is about accountability. This is accountability and dependability, reliability for your actions. Okay? And then the Moon card is lies, deceit, deception on her part. And the Five of Pentacles is reverse, which is abuse of power or trying to get one over on someone. So she is totally looking at the Ten of Swords betrayal, walking on eggshells, Nine of Wands, and Knight of Wands action. I see her doing something spiteful to him. She is being spiteful. If she hasn't yet, she will be being spiteful for him. She wants to do something to piss him off the way he's pissed her off. I think she caught him doing something. The Six of Pentacles. She caught him doing something, and she wants to do something to him in return as vengeance, as petty vengeance. And she knows that she can just sit there and lie about it, and he won't say a goddamn thing. 'Cause she's like, you say one thing, and I tell everyone what you did. Oh, she's holding something over him. Abso-freaking-lutely, she's holding something over him. She is. She's like, oh, I know. The Moon. And she's like, and I'm going to sit here and do whatever I want because you think I'm innocent, but I'm not innocent anymore. No. She's not innocent anymore. Hailey is fighting dirty. I think she has gone to the dark side, mama. Like, she is ready to fight dirty. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's Selena. So, Queen of Cups here, Hangman, and Emperor. The Emperor is about control, and the Hangman is about wanting to cut someone loose or let go. And there we see the Queen of Cups. So that's little Miss Selena. So yeah, she's still worried about her. And I know you guys roll your eyes when I say this, but I am serious. She is still worried about her. I'm going to be honest with you. I saw this in the last reading I did where I said I'd see him trying to reach out to her. Actually, I do think that pissed Hailey off. There's something with Selena that pissed her off recently. Did he talk about her in the public? I don't really follow Justin, so I don't know if he's talked about Selena recently, but something pissed her off. Something pissed her off. Or maybe it was the TikTok or something, because I know there was like drama about a TikTok, but something he did. It has to be something he did. Six of Pentacles. You did something and I'm making you fucking pay. He did something and it's related to Selena because the Emperor is upright, which is like a controlling moment, which she feels like he did it. He did it because he feels like he can do whatever he wants and have no consequences, because honestly, she hasn't given him any consequences before, and I think she realized she's made a monster. The world's upright, which is the beginning of a new cycle. The Nine of Cups, manifestation, Page of Swords. I'm getting what I want. Oh, honey, there's a different side to Hailey here. There's a combative, argumentative, I'm going to do whatever it takes to get what I want side. So she's gotten to her breaking point where, and if she hasn't yet, she will very soon, where she feels like, I'm not fighting fair anymore because you're not fighting fair. Selena isn't fighting fair. Other people aren't fighting fair. The other bitches that because she don't trust him. She feels like he's cheating. So the other bitches he's talking to, she's like, I don't trust anyone. So guess what? I'm going to do the same shit. If you can't beat him, join him. She has reached her breaking point. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. The Wheel of Fortune is like bad luck and opportunity. So it's like, oh, so you made a bad decision? I'm going to make a bad one too. What's fair is fair. Temperance here is a petty back and forth, because usually when you look at temperance, like patience and balance and rebalancing things. But with the Wheel of Fortune, which is bad luck, and the Nine of Pentacles, in terms of being single and on my own or appearing that way, and you're married, that to me definitely looks like, oh, I'm going to flirt with literally everyone. I'm going to talk shit. I'm going to poke the bear. So Hailey is consistently poking the bear because she wants either Justin or Selena to say something, and then she's unloading. This girl has receipts on receipts on receipts on receipts. She's got a Rolodex, girl, and she's ready to pull it out. This girl is baiting people into a fight. That is exactly what Hailey is doing. She is baiting people into a fight. Absolutely. And she's going to do whatever she wants because she can get away with it. She's like, I can lie and say whatever I want because you guys won't say shit because I know something that the public does not want to know. Absolutely. Queen of Swords. She's in her queen bitch era. The Two of Swords is upright. Oh, baby, those are ultimatums. Do this or else. Absolutely. And the Ten of Wands, a burden not worth having. When I tell you she has him by the balls, I don't even know if he's aware of this. He may not be aware of this, but she's got him by the balls. She's got him by the balls. Oh, baby. She is not playing games anymore. This is not the innocent Hailey I thought I was going to get. And this is very different than the last time I read them, where she's very much like, oh, yeah? Oh, yeah? Who gives a fuck if we break up? I'm getting the last word regardless. However, she does not want to break up, and neither does he. The Three of Swords says that she'll do anything to avoid a breakup. Ace of Swords, I'll fight anyone. I'll argue with anyone. It reminds me a lot of, what's that Kardashian that's cringe? Khloe. No shade. But it reminds me a lot of Khloe, who will like do anything to defend her man. To me, this is more so of her defending her own pride, though. Four of Pentacles. I've invested so much into him. I need a reward. So she just feels more like she just needs a reward because she's invested so much into Justin that like, I'm going to do whatever it takes to get the reward. I've invested way too much into this. I'm not giving up. Toxic, but whatever. Yeah, she had low expectations. She had a lot of low expectations, which have led to this. The Eight of Wands is reversed, which is a slowing down. And the Three of Pentacles is job. I wonder if she was able to keep busy for a while, or he was able to keep busy for a while and distract themselves, but there's been a lull in career. And it looks like the lull in career stressed them out, and then once things picked up again, or once they start to pick up again, is when we start to see the cracks. I just feel like her mind is idle. Yeah, I knew it. I said cracks, and I knew the tower was coming. The tower is rebuilding. So it's like we've already had issues. And because of the things, it's him. Because of the things, something happened with his career, some of the stuff he was doing, the people we were talking to, the interviews he was doing, the stuff with career was just bothering her. She didn't trust someone in his circle. The Lover's card is reversed, which tells she definitely feels like someone is trifling. She thinks that there's a girl that's trying to fuck him. She's not wrong, but I also don't know if she's really blaming him yet. I don't think she's in that stage yet. The Ace of Pentacles is reversed, though, which means that he's been able to call her a cloud chaser, and she got over it. But the Tower's reversed, which says, like, because he's going on tour again, because he's busy again, she's worried. She's definitely worried. But yeah, you didn't have much expectations for him, so what do you expect? There's a guy here that's been chasing Hailey for a long time. King of Wands, potential fire sign, but there's just someone who's extremely attractive, way more attractive than him. Think like tall, dark, and handsome maybe, or just like really hot. Might be taller than him. And the Two of Wands is upright with the Five of Wands, which means she's avoided doing anything with him. But she wants to. And I'm going to be honest with you. If this guy plays his cards right, I see her as someone who could potentially cheat in retaliation. Oh, you want a hall pass? I'm taking one then. You want me to get over you doing that shit with Selena? You want me to get over that doing that shit with that bitch? Then I'm doing it too. And you won't say shit. Ooh. I will say this. Their sex life is either non-existent or really bad. Oh, she's so fucking angry. She wants to be petty. It's all her energy. Her energy is so bright in this. His energy is not there. Like, he is just going through the motions. This dude is just blank, boring, lame. Tomato, tomato, tomato. The Five of Cups, Five of Swords reverse, and the Four of Cups. I think he's emotionally numb. I really think he's emotionally numb. I think he's very hollow and shallow. I think he's emotionally avoidant. And I think she's reached her breaking point with him being emotionally avoidant. And so she's just being petty. I think she's going to talk a lot of shit in subliminals, subliminal tweets, TikToks, posts, subliminal interviews. She's throwing shots at everyone because she's baiting them into a fight because she knows that they won't fight her directly because she has ammunition on everyone involved. Yes, I do think that she still is pissed at Selena. Yes, I do think that that's going to be something that never ends, at least for right now. I also do think Selena has been slightly trifling, but I think she does it because she thinks it's funny. I think she likes to provoke Hailey because she thinks it's funny. The Seven of Swords is upright, the King of Cups is reversed, and the Knight of Swords, which means I think she's starting to realize that she can't save him. And in coming to terms with not being able to save him, she's stressing herself out. The Seven of Swords, like, well, I might not be able to save him, but this is my bed and I'm going to lay in it. And you know what? If I have to deal with him being a piece of shit, then I'll deal with him being a piece of shit. I'm very worried, though, because this could definitely get into a situation where she allows him to step out because she'd rather be in a relationship with him stepping out than her not being in a relationship with him, to the point where she could be like, oh, we'll have an open relationship, even though she doesn't want one. So I'm a little bit worried about that. I need her to have higher self-esteem, especially her being so fucking gorgeous. I think she's tropically gorgeous. So my heart does go out to her for that. But I think she's just stuck between a rock and a hard place. The Fool is reversed, the Ten of Pentacles is reversed, and the Ace of Cups. So Justin Bieber doesn't love anyone because he doesn't know how to love people. That's it. That's it. And he's very impulsive and doesn't think long term. He thinks short term. Whatever is immediately in front of him, instant gratification. I feel like there's something her parents or her dad taught her. I don't know why I keep hearing that. It's like something she learned from her dad or her parents that has affected her relationships. There's like a blind loyalty and devotion that I feel like she learned from her parents. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if her parents give her bad advice or she emulated something she should have emulated. Because the Queen of Wands is her being beautiful, bold, confident. I believe she's a Sagittarius. That should be her. But the Seven of Wands reversed and the Four of Swords means she feels like she has to prove herself to people. She feels like the Four of Swords. She feels like any sort of rejection or failure she takes very personally. She wants to own. Like, she takes the burden of things. She takes the responsibility of things. You know, interestingly enough, this is the first time I read Hailey where I actually really like her, and I feel like I relate to her on some levels. She blames herself before she blames others. So I actually really like this energy. I'm actually shocked. Even though some of her behavior is bothering me, I see her as a lot more humanized. And I think a lot of it has to do with her parents and their dynamic, especially something with her dad. And I don't know why I keep hearing that. I don't really know the situation. Maybe you guys can tell me in the comments. And the Four of Swords is like a healing card. It's like, I want to heal you, but it's my fault and I take the burden. Like, I should have done this. I wonder if she was a parentified child. I wonder if she didn't really have the right parents growing up. I wonder if she had to grow up really quickly, and so she had to take care of herself, and so she just is used to having the burden on her shoulders. She doesn't like to, I don't think she likes to have people see her sweat. You know, like the ultimate perfectionist who holds themselves like to a high standard and like holds everything in, and they don't want to see people, they don't want people to see them sweat. And I think she's starting to crack, and I think it's a good thing, because when she cracks, she'll let her feelings out, her emotions out, and this relationship will go to a place where it'll either fall apart and she'll be freed, or I just have a hard time believing these two will ever be happy though together. I'm going to be honest with you. From a 1 to a 10, I guess I should say from 1% to 100% in terms of chances of them succeeding, I would say it's like a 3%, to be honest, just because it's like this would be a saving face, really. I just don't like them together energetically. I just think that he can never do better than her, and she can always do better than him. And that's not really a good, healthy dynamic. I don't think he benefits her. I think he angers her and brings her down. I think that she's conditioned to be with him. I think that if she found someone better, it would make her feel better. She would do better in her career. I think that he's done a very good job at making her feel worthless with the Six of Wands. She's conditioned to not enjoy compliments. So when she gets one compliment a year, she's like super excited. And I think with the Eight of Swords reversed, she's a victim of her circumstances, because that's what she saw growing up. The Death card is a death and rebirth, which means the universe will force the change one way or another. So either their entire toxic dynamic will be exposed, or they'll just break up. But one of the way or the other, there's going to be a slight humiliation publicly because of this. Also, if I were her, I'd be very careful. The one thing I will say is Justice upright, Page of Wands upright, and Strength card is reversed. I know she has a hate relationship with Selena Gomez, but nobody hates Justin Bieber more than Selena Gomez deep down. And so I actually think the two of them, I know she's going to keep provoking Selena, and Selena might provoke her too, but I think she'd be shocked when she finds out that I do think Selena is going to end up being on her side with something. If she opened up about like her honesty about like her relationship and stuff. I actually think her and Selena could team up in it for a moment. I think Selena is the type of person who would reach out to her and be like, listen, girl, I know what you're going through. I heard about it, and I know we've had our issues, but I'm willing to put it aside. Because justice is about things ruling in Hailey's favor, and the Page of Wands is about speaking your truth, and the Strength card is letting go of a grudge when it's reversed. So I think if she put that sword down and she teamed up with her, I do think she'd get a lot of valuable information and a lot of support. And I think that they have a lot more in common than she wants to admit. And I think Selena is ready for that. I don't think Selena was ready for that before. That doesn't mean Selena isn't going to poke at her and provoke her too, because I see a little bit of cattiness between the two of them first. But then I actually think the two of them could come to an understanding, because I think Selena finally healed. I don't know. Has Selena been through therapy recently? I just feel like Selena has finally healed a lot of her wounds. And even though she's slightly immature, she's in a better emotional place. And I think Hailey is getting to that place pretty soon. But I think Hailey has more anger. Selena had sadness. Hailey has anger. Buried inside, deep down inside. But I do think she'll walk away from him eventually, or him from her. It's just going to take a while. If they do end up staying together, this is not a happy relationship. I don't care what anybody tells you. It's a save face relationship. And the Six of Swords is reversed, though, which means the internet is going to find out every detail of her life. I don't know what it is about Beliebers, but they're able to find everything out. That's going to be consistent. I think they're kind of scared of the fans, too, to be honest. I think she's a little scared of the fans. I think that's another reason why she stays with him. I think she's a little scared of the fandom. Let's pull one more, and then we're done. Yeah. Justin is not in a good place. He's numb. Has he had substance abuse issues before? Does he drink a lot? Because he's so numb. Empress, he's got mommy issues. Yeah, his mommy issues. That's what it is. The Magician's upright, which says I do think he might go to therapy soon, or just talk about his mommy issues or his feelings more, but too much work to be done. He's got mommy issues. Yes. Marriage, childhood, out of my comfort zone. Yes, I think that's also why he's struggling to. I think that's why they're hesitant with children, as well. There's a fear of having the same issues as my parents. I think both of them have issues with their parents, and it's like, oh. I think she has daddy issues, he has mommy issues, and I think together they're worried about repeating those patterns of behavior. I think they're both a little bit, I mean, he's not stupid, but she's very intelligent, very smart. Here's the thing about Hailey that I'm surprised about. She has a lot of emotional intelligence. I feel like I relate to her a lot in some of these things. I think she was a parentified child. I think she has high levels of emotional intelligence. I actually find her to be incredibly likable. I don't think she thinks other people like her, so she projects this image of unlikability because of that. And she's afraid to be herself. If she was herself, everyone would love her. They'd fall in love with this girl. There's a charisma inside of her that she's afraid to let loose. I see her as very kind and respectful too in certain places. So it's weird because this is very different than when I last saw the reading. I last did a reading on them, but she's just afraid, very fearful here. But yeah, I think she's the one that's like, let's wait to have children because I don't want to repeat the same patterns and you're broken. And until you're fixed, we shouldn't have a kid. So she's a little bit smarter than him. But yeah, that's what I see. If you guys like that, make sure you tip. There's a link to my PayPal down below. Follow me to Instagram, YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, Antphrodite. Make sure you check out the sponsor for this video. And until next time, bye guys.